Welcome. If you're a renter in England or a landlord, you need to know about the Renters' Rights Bill. This new legislation is set to bring about the biggest changes to private renting in over 30 years. We've broken down the key points so you can understand what it means for you. At its heart, the Renters' Rights Bill aims to transform the experience of private renting for both the approximately 11 million renters and 2.3 million landlords in England. It's about creating a fairer, more secure, and higher quality housing system for everyone involved. One of the biggest changes is the abolition of Section 21, often called no-fault evictions. For a long time, landlords could evict tenants without needing to give a specific reason once the fixed term of their tenancy ended. This bill puts an end to that, providing renters with much greater security and preventing unfair evictions. Alongside this, the bill introduces a new system where all new tenancies will be periodic, meaning they'll run on a month-to-month basis. This replaces the standard fixed-term agreements. Tenants will have more flexibility, able to end their tenancy with 2 months' notice. This change will apply to both new and existing tenancies when the bill comes into force, expected between October and December 2025. To give new tenancies a stable start, there's a 12-month protected period where landlords can't use new grounds for eviction related to selling or moving back in. While Section 21 is going, landlords will still be able to seek possession of their property through Section 8 of the Housing Act, but with clearer and in some cases new grounds. Existing grounds like rent arrears and antisocial behaviour remain, but there are changes. For example, the threshold for mandatory eviction due to serious rent arrears is increasing from 2 to 3 months, and the notice period is extending from 2 to 4 weeks. New grounds are also being introduced for situations where a landlord needs to sell or move back into the property, but with safeguards to prevent misuse. If a landlord evicts to sell, they won't be able to market or relet the property for 16 months. The bill also brings in stricter rules around rent increases. Landlords will only be able to increase the rent once a year, and any increase must be in line with the current market rate for similar properties in the area. They'll need to give tenants at least 2 months' notice of any proposed increase, and tenants will have the right to challenge it at the first-tier tribunal. Importantly, the bill also puts an end to rental bidding wars. Landlords and letting agents will have to advertise a clear asking rent and won't be allowed to accept offers above that price. Beyond eviction and rent, the Renters' Rights Bill introduces a range of other protections for tenants. It will be illegal to discriminate against potential tenants who receive benefits or have children. Tenants will also have a new right to request pets, which landlords can't unreasonably refuse, although they may require pet insurance. Bereaved guarantors will no longer be liable for rent after a tenant's death. There will be limits on how much rent landlords can ask for in advance, generally capped at 1 month's rent. And for students, landlords won't be able to lock them into rental agreements more than 6 months before the start of the academic year. The quality and safety of rented homes are also a key focus. The bill extends the Decent Homes Standard, which sets minimum requirements for a property to be safe, warm, and decent, to the private rented sector. It also incorporates Awab's law, which puts a legal duty on landlords to address serious health hazards like damp and mold within specific timeframes. To help resolve disputes, a new private rented sector landlord ombudsman will be created. This will offer a free, fair, and binding service for tenants with complaints against their landlords, avoiding the need for costly court action. Membership of this ombudsman scheme will be mandatory for all private landlords. The bill also mandates a national digital private rented sector database. This will help landlords understand their obligations, provide tenants with more information, and support local councils in enforcing the new rules. To make sure these new rules are followed, the bill strengthens the powers of local authorities and increases the penalties for landlords who don't comply. Fines for serious breaches can go up to £40,000. Overall, the Renters' Rights Bill aims to create a more balanced and fair private rented sector. For tenants, it promises greater security, stability, and better living conditions. For landlords, it means adapting to new regulations and ensuring their properties meet the required standards. While there might be some challenges in the transition, the ultimate goal is a more professional and equitable rental market for everyone. Subscribe for more updates on the Renters' Rights Bill and other housing news.